Today we're going to talk about the extremely exciting topic of retirement. Okay, maybe it's not that exciting, but it is important. We all know we should be saving. If you watched my last video, you should know to the dollar how much you need to save every month for retirement. If you have not watched my last video, pause this one, go up there, click on it, and watch that video. Once you've figured out how much you need to be saving for retirement, then finish this video. We all know we're supposed to be putting it away, but many people get hung up on where to put it. There are a lot of different tax advantages, and sometimes it can be confusing. So today I'm going to walk you through where you should be investing your money and what order you should be investing in. Now, I need to give you a little disclaimer. I am not a financial planner. I am not a CPA. I am a mom of 5, and I film videos about budgeting and different money saving tips. So if that's something that interests you, subscribe and hit the bell. But I'm not certified in anything. That being said, I have done hours and hours of research, reading, researching. My husband has had several different jobs with several different retirement options. I've done a lot of work, so I'm just going to share with you what I've learned and what I wish I knew when I got started. Sorry for that long intro. Let's get into it. The first place you should invest your retirement savings is in a 401k matched by your employer. If you have a job and your employer offers a retirement account, it is most likely a 401k. It could have a different name. It could be a 403b, it could be a 457. There are a few different variations. They're all very, very similar. We're just going to call them a 401k because that's the most common. If your employer offers that 401k, there is a good chance they will offer a match. If they offer a match, say their match is 3%. That means if you invest 3% in savings for retirement, they will match you 3%. If it's a 10% match and you invest 10%, they will match 10%. So they are giving you free money towards your retirement. You don't want to turn down free money. So you want to invest up until their match. You might have the option of a traditional or a Roth 401k. If it is traditional, then your savings, your investment for retirement is taken out of your paycheck before you pay taxes. So you are not paying taxes on that income. It comes straight out of your paycheck, goes into an investment without paying taxes. It grows and grows and grows until you pull it out for retirement. When you pull it out at retirement, you will pay taxes on it then. If you have the option of a Roth 401k, it's a little bit different. Here's your paycheck before taxes, your taxes come out, you will pay taxes, and then your money is invested into the Roth 401k. And it grows and grows and grows and grows until retirement. When you pull it out at retirement, then you do not pay any taxes on it then. The 401ks typically do not have a lot of investment options. Most often they give you a target date fund option, which means you just choose the date, the year closest to when you think you're going to retire, and you're done. You choose it once, it automatically reallocates and does everything for you. It will be more aggressive as you're younger, get more conservative as you get older. You set it and then you don't do anything. The second best place to invest your retirement once you've reached the match is to move on to an IRA or an individual retirement account. There are a lot of tax advantages for these as well. They are not through your employer. You open up your own IRA. You can do it at a brokerage, you can go through Vanguard, Fidelity, someplace like that, but it's not through your employer. You open up the IRA, and there are so many more options for investments. If you invest in a traditional IRA, you get a tax break this year. When we're paying taxes, everything grows, and then when it comes out at retirement, you pay taxes on it then. If you go with a Roth IRA, you pay taxes now, it grows, and then when you retire and pull out the money at retirement, you do not pay any taxes on it then. Now, whether you're doing a Roth or a traditional IRA, there are a few rules, a few guidelines. First of all, you have to have some income. You have to be earning money in order to invest in an IRA, or your spouse has to be earning money. So when I was a stay-at-home mom, before I worked at all and made any money, my husband was working. So we invested in IRAs for both of us because he was working. So either you or your spouse needs to be working in order to invest in them. And there are limits on how much you're allowed to put in them. Now, these limits change year to year, but currently in 2021, the limit is $6,000 per person per year. If you are older, if you are over 50, you can invest $7,000. Like I said, these are the current limits. I will put a link to the IRS website so you can stay up to date. If you want to go with a Roth IRA, there are also income limits. So if you make too much money, you cannot do a Roth IRA. You have to do a traditional IRA. These limits, just like the contribution limits, these change. So once again, the link in the description box below will take you to the IRS website so that you can see what the current limits are. If you've maxed out an IRA and you still have money you want to invest towards retirement, we're going to go back to your 401k and max out your 401k, your employer-sponsored 401k. Initially, we were just investing up to the match to get the free money, but now we want to max it out. The government also has rules on how much you're allowed to invest in the 401k. In 2021, the current guideline, the current limit is $19,500 for how much you can invest in the 401k. If you are over 50, they allow you an extra $6,500. The fourth place you're going to invest for retirement is in an HSA, a health savings account. Now, if you're getting confused and thinking this is for health insurance, why does it have anything to do with retirement? Hang with me, because an HSA is for health insurance. If you have an HSA, it's a high deductible health insurance plan. If you have an HSA, you will probably know, but you get triple tax advantages and you can use it for retirement. Let me show you how. You get a tax advantage because when you put money into your HSA, it's tax free. You don't pay taxes on it. It comes out of your paycheck before taxes. Everything that grows in it, because you can invest in it, and everything that grows in it grows tax free. And then when you pull it out to use it for medical expenses, there is no taxes. So you have so many tax advantages for an HSA. The beautiful thing about the HSA is you don't have to wait until retirement age to use it. As long as you are using it for qualified medical expenses, you can use it at any age and it stays with you. So we used to have an HSA at a former employer. We had money in there. My husband quit that job. He's now at a new job and we don't have an HSA, but that HSA account is still ours. So when I went to the store the other day and had to pick up a prescription, I was able to pay with my HSA. You can use it for any qualified medical expenses. It's like a secret IRA that people don't know about. Pretty awesome. There are also limits on how much you can put into the HSA, whether you're an individual or a family. In 2021, the limits for an individual are $3,600. The limits for a family are $7,000, $7,200. So that's how much you can put in per year. If you've maxed out that and you still have money to save for retirement, kudos to you. Fifth thing you should look for in savings for retirement is a SEP IRA. This is if you have a side hustle, if you're making money on the side, if you have freelance work that you do or consulting that you can do, you can use this. It is a SEP IRA, stands for Simplified Employee Pension IRA. I'm pretty sure. I should double check that. It is very similar to a traditional IRA, except the limits are a lot higher. The current limits for 2021, you can put in up to 25% of your earnings or $58,000, whichever is lower. So you can put in a lot more in a SEP IRA if you qualify for it than a traditional IRA. This is best if you are self-employed or if you own a very small business, because if you are investing in the SEP IRA for yourself and you have employees that meet all the qualifications, you have to invest for them as well. I'm not going to get into the details. Link down in the description box below shows you where you can learn more about that. The sixth and final place to save for retirement is to open up a non-retirement brokerage account. Think index funds, mutual funds that are not meant for retirement. So there are no tax advantages because they're not intended for retirement, but you still have the chance to earn a much higher rate of return. If you stick it in a savings account, you're not going to keep up with inflation, but if you invest it, you can earn more. We made it through and are done. If you want to see how we are investing our money every month towards retirement, then check out, I have monthly budget updates where I go through my budget and our net worth and I show you where our money's going. Check out one of those videos. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of my videos, and I'll see you in the next video.